Whoa. Well, look at that. I've magically appeared in Lady Crone's spot. Well, hello there, everyone. And how are you guys today? Well, Baby Crone is here to read about K-pop. I know, finally, I'm coming around to K-pop. However, there was somebody that had asked for a tarot reading on Jennie from Blackpink and The Weeknd. Now, I'm not sure if any of you guys out there have seen The Idol, which was on HBO. It was a TV series. And honestly, just by the name alone, The Idol, that's literally what they call K-pop idols, right? So it was almost fitting for Jennie to have a role on there because she knows what it's like to be an idol, how grueling it is to go through, and how sneaky and underhanded management teams can be. But this isn't a review on The Idol, although we have talked about that on our channel. The question is Jennie and The Weeknd a thing? Are they dating? Are they in love? I am not sure about that. I tried looking up articles to find out anything on this because they would kind of make a cute couple, but I couldn't find any information out on this. I'm not sure if you, the reader, the subscriber that had asked for this, if you know any information, it could link me a article. However, I was unable to find anything about them even of this year. So everything was harping back to last year and The Idol. So all I can do today is just find out what is going on. If there's a secret relationship with them or not, let's find out. Ooh. Okay, the first card is the Gentleman. I guess that's The Weeknd. Oh, and then we have the tree. This tree is going to represent Jennie. And let's see what the block is. Well, honestly, all I can say is it. First off, they're not even on the same page because here we have the Gentleman who is in an closed building inside a house, could be a castle, we're not sure, but he's inside. And then both the tree, who is Jennie, and then this snake, which they say is the deceptive woman, but we'll come back to that, is also outside. Snakes belong outside, maybe around trees. And how funny, it's a tree and a snake together, right? However, honestly, I think really is, no, they're not even on the same page. I don't even think they're in the same country. Well, Jennie is back in America, or living or trying to move into America. But the thing is, I don't see a connection between them at the moment. And if there was, it could have been Jennie, who just wasn't ready for that type of relationship. If you know anything about it on this channel, we always know Jennie and Lisa pop up in each other's readings. But this could be the fact that she's not willing to be in that relationship, and maybe there was some fling that happened between them, but whatever it was, Jennie maybe could have came off two-faced or come off just not misleading, mixed signals. That's how Jennie could have came off in this relationship, because maybe she was feeling him but not feeling him like The Weeknd was feeling her. And especially because they was working together at the same time. You know how it is with actors. They can really get into their part and they just have that kind of chemistry that makes you wonder and think, are they in a relationship? But let's see what's on the left side. We have the moon. Let's see what's above their head. We have the child. Wow, seems like they really have fun together. And then we have the scorned woman, who is honestly very fitting for Jennie, but we'll leave that for a second. We have The Weeknd, who is, I won't say in a mood, but feels some type of way because he could have been like really feeling Jennie. Like he really probably wanted to try to pursue Jennie. And maybe, like I said, she could have led him on, made him believe that she wanted something out more from the relationship than she was really trying to put out. But whatever it was, even if this was last year, this current year, it's just a moon phase, and he's still going through it's not really like heartache, but really in his feelings about it, because we have the child, which is right above their head, and that talks about children. What are children? Children are fun. They free-spirited. They just live life with no care in the world, and that's probably both of their energies. I know Jennie can come off like that, but because of that, that's why they came together. Maybe they had some type of nostalgic bond that made them really bond with each other, because like I said, they both were feeling each other, but they aren't on the same page necessarily, and because of that, it has caused a rift between their relationship. And once again, if they were in a relationship, that could have caused the relationship to end, but I just see they could have formed some form of bond. And Jennie here was the scorned woman, and honestly, I really hate to harp her back, but I remember whole Jennie and Kai, stay with me here, Jennie and Kai having their relationship to the public and then ending. I really felt like Jennie changed since then. She seemed kind of not herself. That's what I'm going to say, because I'm not going to try to diagnose anybody. But because of that, I feel like she has been hurt in the past in love, and because of that, she's not so quick to jump in the relationship, so quick to give of herself. In that sense, maybe she could be, I think she's even reserved, because just by the way the woman's clutching her pearls, even though she's fully exposed, she still has that, like, I'm holding myself back still. Mixed signals, right? I want you, but I don't want you. I think I want you, but I don't know. Oh, and then at the very bottom of their foundation, they really had great times. Like, honestly, they kikied, they ha-ha together, and that's what really brought them together. And we have the Sun card, which symbolized that they really enjoyed each other's company. It was great. They was beaming with energy that even you, as the person asking this question, felt the energy between them. It was just radiating off of them. However, I just feel like Jennie really wasn't ready to commit in a relationship in that kind of way. I see the burden. I forgot to ask a question, but let's see. We're going to pull out one more card. Oh, wow. How funny I talked about a mask. And then we have confusion. So what I see here is, even though they could have had some kind of connection with each other, there was some form of burden. There was some type of commitment. Maybe it could have even been different religious backgrounds as well, but it was something that put a rift between them. Okay. And we see the mask right here, which I said somebody could have been two-faced, and I'm come off two-faced and not really presenting one face, but not being like fully committed to putting on a face, but not really being truthful about how they feel. And so because of that, that could have gave the weekend mixed signals about what Jennie wanted from him. And because of that, maybe if they were in a relationship, she made it seem like he wanted something from Jennie, and Jennie just wasn't going to give that to him. It could have been because she was hurt in the past, or it could just be because she's looking out for herself, her health, her mental, her even spiritual self. She's just looking out for her whole body, her whole energy.
Well, her girlfriend.
You hear that? She wasn't even in here when I talked about Lisa.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did. Because when the scorned woman come up, I was like, we always say Jennie and Lisa show up in each other's readings.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. That could also be too another hurt. See, like I said, Jennie has had multiple hurts, multiple heartbreaks, or relationships that didn't work out with the ones that she truly put her heart and energy into. And that's why she can give off mixed signals, because she really could want a relationship, but she's just not ready to give full of herself, give all of herself, and be her authentic self, maybe. So it comes off kind of confusing with just this maze card right here. So I don't know. It looks like if they were in a relationship, he just was unsatisfied with what Lisa could give. Sorry.
But can I say something?
Okay.
The Weeknd always go after those young, pretty white girls.
Okay.
How many have he had?
That is a good question.
Miss Sam.
Yes.
But she's Asian. Asian white, but she's Asian.
Yeah, exactly. Asian white. Skinny like it too. So for that, if they were in a relationship, he just was dissatisfied for what Jennie was giving him. Or at the same time, if they weren't in a relationship, he wanted more from her. And maybe Jennie was finally honest and was like, hey, I don't think I want to move forward in that sense. Maybe she's just like, I gotta figure myself out. I don't know what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can like fool around, but no strings attached.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta be careful in those situations, because sometimes feelings will get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're intimate like that. Do you have a question before you walk off?
When I come back.
Okay. My question is going to be, how does the Weeknd feel about Jennie? Oh, very public. He wanted to be in the public eye. Maybe she has attention and he likes that. Ooh, Jennie could come off as a wise soul, or somebody that's an old soul, and he likes the maybe intellectual conversations he can have with her. And then we have the navigation. I feel as though how the Weeknd feels about Jennie is that she was somebody that could help guide him where he needed to go. They were acting together in the past. When they first met, I'm going to assume that's when they had first met. He was able to she was able to help him learn about more about the music industry, or the idol industry to be exact. And because of that, maybe he really liked how she could have came off like more mature and wise and more knowledgeable, and he was really drawn to that. And maybe those were some qualities that he wanted for himself, and that's why he was seeking that navigation, because you can only seek out things that you are looking for, but really you already have those qualities. You just don't know you have those qualities, and that's why you're trying to seek them out in other people. I didn't mean to turn that into a short lesson, but also because she's a public figure, and he feels like maybe because she keeps her private, like her relationship life private, but she's a public person, so maybe he could like that duality of her, the fact that she knows how to keep things reserved, but also know when to share things. All right, Lady Crone.
I want to know, excuse me. I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any hope for them being in a relationship?
Okay, that's a good one. Okay. The scythe. Let's see. The mice. Okay. I honestly, it just sums up everything, because like I said, I didn't see a relationship, but I was also giving the hypothetical of if they were in a relationship. If they were, maybe with the mice, it could have been eating up their time together, or maybe they could have been It could have maybe took up too much time and they weren't able to focus on what they were focusing on. Or it could be just the fact that there was just too many eyes on their relationship. And you know how K-pop idols get about their relationships in the public eye. So because of that, that could have been a problem that came up in their relationship. He wanted to be more public, but she wanted to be more private. So it's kind of like, do I really want to live in the shadows? And something was like eating away at this relationship. So because of that, I feel like it had to be cut off if they was in a relationship.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
Was it him who wanted the relationship with her? I get the impression he pursued her.
That's what I feel. All right, let's see. The ship. Yes. The magnifying glass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The ship and the magnifying glass. He was on that journey to go find a girl, and that girl just happened to be Jennie. And the more he got to know Jennie, the more he got to go look deeper in her by forming some relationship and bond. Like I said, with the son and the child, they had a lot of fun together. It could have been nostalgic, or maybe they could even look back at the moments that they had, because this could have been a very genuine friendship. But when you try to put love sometimes in a friendship, it doesn't always work out like you want, and sometimes that does put the relationship to a end. However, I definitely do have to say, yes, he definitely was pursuing Jennie, even searching for Jennie. Probably when Jennie came to America, he's like, where is she? Okay. My question is, how does Jennie feel about the weekend? We got the well that runs deep. Go figure. Also, go figure, the whip and the broom to symbolize back to that two-face, back to that deceptive woman, and then back to that scorned woman. There's some really deep-seated energy within Jennie, Lisa, that could be within her, and she's not really ready to move forward in a relationship. And though she might have had some type of feelings for the weekend, which is that whip, the broom is also at the same time of being like, I know I can't, I'm not really ready to give myself to him, and I don't want to be like unfair in a relationship or mislead somebody. So I feel as though Jennie is complex, and because of that, she's not really ready for a relationship.
That's what I feel.
Lisa. All right.
So, I wanted to know, it just seemed like the weekend always go after the young girls when they come on the,
Yeah.
I mean, he done been with so many young girls. I mean, the last one I could remember him with, I think they made a movie, Selena Gomez.
Oh, yes. Yes, the
He's
weekend.
been with so many of them. Well, go ahead.
Is there any questions you would like to ask before I close off?
So does it just look like they in a relationship, or does it look like you don't see no relationship at this moment?
I don't see a relationship at this moment. Most definitely not.
Good for you.
Thank you. I will still pull a card anyway. This home, like I said, when the tree came out to symbolize Jennie, she is focusing on her temple, her body, her mind.
A business.
Yeah, her business.
She just bought a home.
Yeah.
A business.
So Jennie out here really focusing on herself, and because of that, maybe she really just doesn't have the time to be in a relationship, especially if you're running a company. So I think with that, we have all the questions.
The nuts and bolts.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Oh, sorry. It was very good.
Thank you. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sunflowers.